Hello, this is Alexius, and welcome back to another episode of Automation Kiev Motors. We left off having made our family vehicle. We'll go ahead and clone that. The next vehicle we're going to make is going to be the family budget. Did the fixtures to get a feel for what it ended up looking like. Nothing too crazy. Drop the number of gears. Keep it advanced automatic, front wheel drive. Uh, no other changes there. We are going to reduce the size of the tires. And the rims. Oh, that looks silly. Oh, yes. I forgot I wanted to do the deformables. We'll reduce the back seat size or space. Reduce the trunk or pull in the trunk with it. I think that's it. It'll just be a little bit smaller, more cramped inside. Now, oh, yes. Hard life? Yep. Hard long life tires. We'll come back to the brakes. The under train, all of that should stay the same. 3+2 basic, done. Yep. No entertainment. Lose the power steering. Variable hydraulic or nothing. Variable hydraulic's expensive. We can also move to basic 80s. And standard twin tube suspension. See, I usually start with 0.5 and -2. See where that leads us. Lighter springs. Stiffer in the back. Quite significantly stiffer. That's way too stiff. We'll go with a 2. After everything else is balanced, we'll take another look at that. And balancing. Getting farther away. Bouncing it the wrong way. We'll use half degree of camber. That brings it to a point where, alright, yeah, we're definitely in balance now. Still a lot there, and not so much there. Alright, perfect. I can tune it a little bit later. for just a minute after we go back and do the brakes. Brake wise, we're looking. See if we can get away with a 2-shoe drum. Ooh, yeah, that was a big savings. Single shoe drum. I'm going to use a cheaper pad as well. Won't go any less than that. Yep, I think we already had our sweet spot. No need for changing. Now we can just fine tune camber. What is that, a 178.7? That's actually fantastic. There we go, our family budget vehicle. Might repaint it a different color, but one down. Actually, yeah, because this will be another budget vehicle. This will be our commuter budget. Not sure if we really need to deform it at all. I don't think there's much to deform left. Still want the front wheel drive, still want the advanced automatic. I still want the tiny wheels. Same brakes. Same aerodynamics. A little bit of a change. See that it's 2 front, 2 back, no bench seat. No driver A. Still basic. Mostly the same. Wondering what I was thinking wanting this particular vehicle. But there you have it, that one was easy. Unless there is a shift in spring rates. That was a little bit more desirable. Some nuance that worked out in the numbers. Might tweak that a little bit before we hit go. I don't think we'll get to the go point by the end of this episode. We'll try though. We're working through these pretty quickly. And we have our premium budget, which for that one we're going to want, I think we're going to want the economy engine for that one rather than the discount engine. We'll start with the discount. We'll see where it goes. Premium budget. Still want the front wheel drive, advanced automatic, 4 gears. We do want the radial mediums. We're going to bump up the size of the tires some. Ooh, not quite that much. Still want them balanced, but bigger. more comfortable ride. I'm going to go for the vented discs. 2-piston in the front, solid. Single piston in the back. Pump that up just a tad. And way too much. Yeah, we only need one. And tweak it to about there. A little bit of different brake bias. No need for any cladding. We will bring in the airflow a little bit. Still 3+2. The probably premium. Yep. And then we'll take a look at what entertainment. Sorry, I got distracted. Entertainment probably works best. Basic cassette. Still want the variable hydraulic. We'll add an ABS. No traction control. Standard 80s. Still want the progressive. Gas mono. Look at the brakes again. And then engine wise, let's get the 1.8, 1.8. 1.6, 1.8. And that's a lot. Let's go that far. Be about a lower ride to that point. That's one thing I didn't change for the commuter. .8 spring rate. They want that loose in the back and that stiff in the front. Who might argue? Then tweak it for drivability. I think that'll be it for the premium budget. Unless we try to shift the engine at all. Which we just made this. Make a clone. Using the discount engine right now. Which I did not use for the other two. Shoots. Gotta go back and fix that. Try the economy engine. And yeah, they're willing to cough up some money for extra performance. I'm not surprised by that. There we go. I need to change the wheels or the aerodynamics. I need the rest of this. Tweak this just a hair. That'll narrow it in. Huh, that worked out. That's a very easy swap. So we'll ditch this one. let's shift the engine. We're at 177. I'm going to drop some, but it's going to get more affordable because we just saved a lot of money. That was for the previous vehicle, never mind. $1,800. We shift back to the steel engine. Really saving us a lot of money. No, I might ditch doing that engine at all. Because we've already made it for this, and it's the difference of $20. We're looking at 30.8% affordability compared to a 31.6%. It's 1%. It's significant, but not huge. And maybe that's how I'll differentiate the commuter and family budgets. Very similar vehicles, actually. And otherwise, I'm not using that budget engine at all. I don't know. I'll have to look at this before I hit go. We've got one more engine. Or trim. Actually, let's look at one more thing for the premium. Look at the performance. And we're getting down to 65.2%. Not a big drop. And we're getting just a hair more performance out of it. Brakes. Are good. Got a little bit up front we could use, grip wise. There we go. And we've trimmed out the suspension again. Still don't want stiff. They want very soggy back end. Alright. Now we'll clone that, and we have luxury. I'm going to use the premium. Almost all of this should be in the... Checking my notes. Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Go all-wheel drive. 50-50 distribution. Lower the overdrive to hit that peak. And because that's why I was looking at the wrong set of notes for the premium. Why we went with these tire widths. Because with the all-wheel drive, we're shifting a lot of weight back to the rear of the vehicle, and we need larger rear tires. We'll go larger diameter as well, and rim size. This rim size is prestigious. Probably the alloys. Probably the magnesium. Onto the brakes. We'll go 4-piston. Not quite that big. And solid disc. 2-piston? Is that too much? Too much. Go right about there. Yep, I like it. Well, they could go for some cladding. Yeah, adds to the prestige of the vehicle. I'm not going to say no. I don't care if it breaks down a little bit more often. Or less. Interesting. We're going to go for 2+2 seats. I have a feeling it's going to be luxury or handmade. How many of these am I going to need? Luxury, luxury. 189. We can produce that handmade. Standard luxury cassette. I see now. I'm going to have to go back and do the brakes again. So we have variable hydraulic. Do they want traction control? Don't look like it. Standard 80s. I'm going to go for advanced. It takes forever. Hydromatic. Super expensive. Not air. We'll zero out the camber. Not lower. I do want stiffer. And soggy in the back. Luxury vehicles. Balance out the dampers. About there. I don't want too light of a max load. We'll stop about there. Really stiff front sway bar. Really stiff. I'm not gonna go that high. I'll stop there. And then we'll tweak with the back tire. And there we go. Oh yes, I have to redo the brakes. You can't take a 2-piston now. That's overshooting it a bit. That's about right. Right in there. I'm happy with that. Leave things there. And I might redo the fixtures a little bit, but I am happy with where this is at. Now, go back. I start another set. And what we're looking for Probably 85. There it is. The 88 one. Cargo volume 3,300 liters. Cargo volume 2,500. I think I'm gonna have to go back too far if I want something a little different. 85 van. And we're getting back to some of the vehicles we've seen before. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with this van. I'm gonna do steel, truck monocoque, steel. Because this is gonna be a delivery vehicle. So I want the light truck, simpler to make, steel material, because it's easy, front longitudinal, easier. And we're gonna do solid leaf springs in the back. So it can carry all of that weight. I'm going to start with the discount engine. The light delivery. Here's our cargo van. Get as much space as we can into it. Oh, interesting. Now that we've shifted everything back, the vans like the advanced automatic. Get the rest of this all set up. Standard 80s, please. So 3 or 4 gears. Lots of overdrive. They're going to want wide spacing. Yep, all the way to the top. That gives them more power on the low end when they need to take a heavy load. Differential wise, not looking to get anything. Do we want hards? Yes. I'm going to save money on the tires again. As much as we can. Sure, that's correctable. We'll see. We'll come back to it. Vented disc, 2, drop, 1, 2. Just bump up the size of those brakes. I really like the vented discs. Solid disc in the back. Vented disc in the back. Okay, vented disc in the back. Over brake it. That's going to reduce brake fade. Wow. Okay, so 2 piston. Holy smokes. How big of brakes do they want? Alright, now we're starting to see max. Okay, so that's a pretty intense setup for brakes. I don't think they're going to want a skid tray. Although I want it to be as reliable as possible. Bench seat probably? Oh, no actually. Stick with the basic interior. No entertainment. We're looking power steering. No. So no aids. Steering wise, progressives no. Hydrodynamics no. Air no. Gas mono? No. Simple as can be. I want fairly stiff springs. This is a work truck. Not too stiff though. Go with 3.3. And tweak the dampers to match. Sway bars as light as they can be. Ride height as high as it'll go without being excessive. Not even need to mess with the camber. Tweak our top speed. And there we go. That's actually stunningly great. Oh, there we go. There's a van. Go back and we'll make our third model family. And I'm looking for a truck and an SUV together, which I think is going to be this one. Unless you like this styling. We're looking for a budget on one of them, so do the steel plate truck monocoque, steel, longitudinal, double wishbone, solid axle. No, that's one thing I didn't do on the van. I'm kind of curious now. We went with a slightly more powerful engine. That's beneficial. If we went for a really powerful engine, yeah, that's about what I expected. Looking at an affordability rate of 52% versus an affordability of 50%. How's the discount engine more expensive? Tweaking I need to do if I keep that. No, those engines interchange really well. 52.1, 52.1. Okay. Guess our discount engine we're just not going to use. And I'll look at that in this and I'll let you know if that really does end up getting axed. Go straight to there. We are looking for utility budget vehicle. I think for that we want the 4-door. Unless the game crashes. So the 4-door, I think. And actually, I don't think I'm going to morph it too much. Make it a little bit smaller in the back. And we'll leave it like that. Or, sorry, this is the utility vehicle. I want the truck. I want it to be a workhorse, light truck for workplaces everywhere. And for that, we're going to want front, not a rear wheel drive. Want as few gears as possible. They're going to want as maximum power. They're going to want a locker. We'll double check that though. Probably hard tires. We'll figure out the rest later. We'll see about solid discs in the drums in the back. See where that takes us. Probably no skid tray. Simply for the fact of it's expensive. Both the excessive cooling air, no entertainment, none of that stuff over there, basically, probably. Alright, we're off to a good start. Oh yeah, manual locker needed. None of the other ones appeal and they're more expensive. Tire wise, drop down 51.7. $165s. See how that holds up. 75, 15-inch. Brake wise, 2 pistons. Do they want to have it over braked a lot? Yes. Okay, maybe not a lot. No need for stronger pad type. A really big break. But we'll just do front and back, 2 pistons. Oh, I forgot to adjust that. Single piston works. Slightly different. Okay. Yeah, that's expensive. Not gonna go with that. No entertainment. No need for a better interior. Bench seats cheap. No steering, no ABS. Suspension wise, nice and standard. Twin tube. Everything else is expensive. Alright, we'll leave it there. Lower the spring rate in the front, not surprised. Really stiff. Wow. Up in the 180s. Oh, very, very big load. Go for 1 ton. Right there. Yeah, I don't want to have to go up too high. Go right there and lower the truck down as much as we can. Tweak the front as needed. And there's where our dampers are. The sway bar. And concern that's a light sway bar for the bag. Can't go too stiff though. Not with the tires I have on it. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit interesting compared to where I thought it was going to be. Not surprised they wanted no overdrive, maximum power on the low end for carrying heavy loads. And we'll actually just go ahead and clone it. Except instead of a utility, we want an off-road standard. We want that to be an SUV. All-wheel drive or front. That's interesting. Front-wheel drive off-road vehicle. That's just weird. Oh well. I'm not gonna go that route. Don't want the more gears. Speed later. Facing probably want just fine. Necessity have a manual locker. I would have sworn a rear wheel drive would have been ideal. Over a front. We're gonna do rear. We're gonna see how it works out. Radial, off-road. I want the backs instead. We're gonna want pretty big tires. Looks fairly appropriate. Brake-wise, get them vented. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. Solid disc. Bump up the size of the rears quite a bit. Get rid of that brake fade. I'll sell for 220s. Got our off-road skid tray. Let's see. That's all cargo in the back then. Two. Standard. Yep, standard. Some entertainment. Basic 8-track. Oh yeah, get some nice power steering. Traction control. Go with standard. Progressives no. Pneumatics too expensive. Standard springs. Max height. Max height. And super soft front. The dampers where they need to be. Tweak for score. Oh, right, solid leaf in the back, so I can't tweak that. Got max drivability. Just the top speed appropriately. And there we have it. 255. So that will be our utility budget and our standard off-road vehicles. There we go. That is 8 vehicles designed in 2 episodes. A little bit done off screen, but that's fine. Next time we'll look at getting the production done for them. and we'll roll time, and we'll see where our fortunes go. But until then, appreciate you staying to the end. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Take care.